with the industry that we're in, that we all support each other, no matter what. And we have had suppliers reach out to us and say, hey, how can we help you? We've had a competitor reach out to us.
No kidding.
And say, how can we help you? Which is amazing in itself.
I'm Ryan Gresham, and this is Gun Talk Nation. Gun Talk Nation is brought to you by Savage, Guns and Gear, Safariland, and Range Ready. All right, today on the show, we've got Brian and Noel Richardson from Powder Valley. And if you're a reloader, if you're a gun nerd, well, you probably are a gun nerd because you're listening to this show. You probably know Powder Valley, and some crazy stuff has happened this week, and so we wanted to talk to them. Brian, Noel, welcome in.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having us.
So, I mean, you guys are known for reloading supplies and ammunition, and you sell a lot of stuff online, which means you have a big warehouse that holds all this stuff, and we won't bury the lead. It caught on fire this week. Tell us where we're at. Tell us about Powder Valley. Maybe we'll start there. For people who don't know, a little background about Powder Valley.
Yeah, so Powder Valley is best known for shooting supplies. We are something that people don't know about us is Powder Valley was the very first distributor in the United States for accurate powder. We are known as the largest distributor of smokeless powder in the United States. And it's really a family oriented business.
Yeah, it's a good story actually, because when we first our conception of Powder Valley, it was the good old boy. It was a local reloader said, "Man, I can't get powder. My friends can't get powder. How are we going to shoot?" Mm-hmm. And he said, "All right, I'm going to figure out how to get powder." And it grew. It's basically shooters supporting shooters is what it started, and still kind of where we're grounded today.
You guys were kind of early on in being that online resource for buying these components and all these supplies for shooters.
Yeah, we really started around the idea of, and people think this is nuts. We wanted to offer every hazardous material possible for shooters, so that they would have one place to be able to go for their powder and their primers, and then over the years we just started expanding beyond that into a wide offering of bullets and brass and then ammunition, and then now we're more of a outdoor enthusiast store, because we offer a wide array of products, from camping supplies to more shooting supplies. Pretty much if you're an outdoor enthusiast, we pretty much have about anything you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, I always think of you guys as the reloading side and the ammunition side, but archery, camping, clothing, gun parts, hunting stuff, muzzle loading, optics, you do quite a lot. So when I heard this news that there had been this big warehouse fire, I thought, oh my gosh, and especially just the nature of the products you guys carry, that kind of brings an extra question or concern in my head. Walk us through what happened.
So we were actually at our son's down in Norman, Oklahoma, and so we had a house sitter here at our house, and around 2:30 in the morning,
we have two little corgis, and any little noise in the evening or in the night, they want to let us know, and they alerted her that there was something going on, fortunately.
Really? Was this, I mean, is the house kind of near the warehouse or physically?
Well, that's the funny part. Our commute is a walk.
Oh.
So our company is walking distance from our home, and we positioned it so we could see the business, and so could our animals. So best security around.
Yeah. Our commute is about 300 yards every day to work. So
That's perfect. Just a short 308 chip shot. So what did the corgis, what did the dogs alert on?
Noise, or honestly in the night, light. So we're assuming they saw the first signs of that fire and thought it was someone approaching, basically like a headlight or something like that. But
yeah, so our sitter woke up, and as you can imagine, thoughts probably going through her mind, and was able to call the fire department and get things started.
So fire department gets there, and are they able to contain it, or what was the situation?
well, we met with our local fire department numerous times just to let them understand the layout of our warehouse. And so they were completely aware of that when they arrived. They also were aware that smokeless powder that we house there burns quickly, hot and quickly, but there's no danger of explosion. So they understood that there was ammo and powder and all the components. So fortunately, they reached right in and tried to put that out in a safe manner for themselves as well.
Yeah.
And obviously, I've had a house fire in my family, and even when they get the fire put out, they're spraying water everywhere. I mean, they're causing damage to stop the damage. I mean, to some degree, right?
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So they did a great job trying to protect property, so I don't know how many people are here in Cali County, but every fire department in Cali County was here fighting that fire, and we know a lot of those people, and so they were here fighting for us, and they did everything it could to save what they could, and from the point of going into our offices and trying to retrieve the servers and protect our data, and Lord knows we have all these mounts on the wall, and so they were doing everything that they could to save what they could of the business.
So what happened that night? I mean, what ended up happening?
Yeah, we don't have a definitive cause of the fire yet. We've had, as you can imagine, we've had all kinds of investigators out here, from the local fire marshal to the state fire marshal to the ATF to the insurance adjuster to a cause and loss specialist. And the only thing they've been able to specifically determine is a roundabout area where they think the fire started. And it has been deemed an accidental fire. So
yeah. So people are going, okay, a fire at an ammunition reloading warehouse, but I mean, I know it, but I'm kind of also curious. So there weren't explosions happening; it just burned. Is that right?
Yeah, I think a common misconception is, we, especially our age, we all grew up watching the old Western movies, and you get somebody out there and they're running powder along the ground into a building and a keg, and then boom, it blows the building up. But
right.
Smokeless powder is not an explosive hazard in the ways that we store it. So black powder is a different story, but we did not have black powder stored inside the warehouse. But smokeless powder just burns. It burns hot, and then, as we all know, and there's different speeds of burn depending on the type of powder that we have. So it was a big fire. It was a big fire for sure.
And that warehouse is connected to the offices and all that part as well?
Right.
Yes, basically one solid building.
Yeah. Okay. And at this point, what was the extent of the damage?
The warehouse itself and all our inventory is a complete loss.
Oh,
A portion of our office is, they're calling it a complete loss just due to the smoke damage and water from preventing the fire from being there. So yeah, there is no inventory left.
wow.
None whatsoever.
Do you have an idea of the amount of inventory burned up? Like, is it, I mean, just for the audience, is it like a certain number of rounds or poundage of kegs or something like, I mean,
that's funny that you mentioned that, because we've actually been trying to go through and get that in our mind. And, we probably had well over 1 million rounds of ammunition, and the amount of powder that we had, we're guessing somewhere around 30,000 pounds, somewhere around there. But we've not actually put a pencil to that to figure out those exact numbers yet.
yeah.
And primers, we probably had 5-6 million primers, somewhere around there.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I want to find out, let's do this. Let's take a quick break and we're going to talk about where we go from here. If you're like me, you love 22s and you love lever actions, and Savage has a new one called the Revel. It's a sleek modern take on the classic lever action rimfire rifle. Now they have two versions. They have the classic and they have the DLX, kind of the deluxe version. The classic has an oversized lever loop, nice walnut stock. The DLX, a little bit more modernized features and aesthetic, and it has a threaded barrel. This comes in 22, 22 Magnum, 17 HMR, smooth action, nice trigger, very fun, and both of these are quick takedown, perfect for a backpack rifle. Go learn more over at savagearms.com. Want to hear about the latest and greatest in the world of guns? Well, 17 seasons of Guns and Gear, and we are back with another one. You can watch it live on Wednesday nights on the Outdoor Channel, or tune in on all the Gun Talk online channels to see what we're up to. Guns, optics, ammo, we test it all, we interview experts, and we showcase it to you. The latest and the greatest, a new season of Guns and Gear out now. Introducing Safariland's latest upgrade to its award-winning inside-the-waistband holster, the Incog X Cordura wrapped holster, now featuring rugged Cordura fabric for next-level concealment and durability. Available in multicam, black multicam, and woodland. Designed for optics-ready pistols, the Incog X supports red dots while maintaining a slim profile. It's not just tactical, it's tailored. The Cordura wrap adds a custom feel to the holster, letting you blend in or stand out. You can learn more at Safariland's website. Check it out, the new Incog X Cordura wrapped holster. If you're listening to this show, you probably like guns, but how many classes have you take to make you a better shooter? And that's what we do at Range Ready Studios. Range Ready is a premium firearms training academy in Robert, Louisiana, and it's here at the Gun Talk headquarters. We've got a range out back, actually several ranges. We've got classroom, we've got a shoot house, and we've got some of the best instructors around. And I promise, when people come here, the reviews are 5-star. They love it and they improve on their shooting. You can learn more at rangereadystudios.com. And I'll tell you a trick. Sign up for the email list, because you guys that sign up for the email list are the first to hear about our new classes, and they sell out quick. Okay, Brian, Noel. So total loss, I guess, where are you guys at as a business? What have you heard from customers?
It is crazy, the outpouring of love from the community as a whole. Just, we're here for you. What can we do for you? How can we help? Mm-hmm. It's amazing. Really is. It makes you see the value of this larger family.
Yeah. I mean, it's something in our industry and in the shooting community of the brands that people use. They're very, very loyal to the places they shop. They're very, very loyal to. I mean, if somebody grew up, it's like we're a Remington family. We shoot Remington, right? So it's not just some product that they don't think about. So at this point, how can people help and support you guys?
Yeah, it's interesting you talk about community because you look at some of the ammunition that's available out there, and you got federal ammunition that's sporting Sierra bullets or barn bullets. This industry as a whole, we know and we understand with the industry that we're in that we all support each other, no matter what. And we have had suppliers reach out to us and say, hey, how can we help you? We've had a competitor reach out to us.
No kidding.
And say, how can we help you? Which is amazing in itself. But as a shooting sports community, Second Amendment Foundation, we're all here and we're all supporting each other. And that's the love and motivation that we've felt from everybody in our industry. Is that, this is, we may be one small piece of the pie, but we're an integral cog in the community, and that, we're going to find a way, and there, we've been offered so much help to find that way back to getting operational, and we're not quitters.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have been at it for so long too. I mean, there's a long history here. And many relationships within the community. I'm sure that suppliers are probably getting creative on how to help you guys kind of get back up and running and supply your customers too.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. They've all been reaching out and offering to help drop ship for us in a time period, connect us with other industry partners that may be able to help us. We've had customers that are reaching out, and you have these moments of feeling a little bit sorry for yourself, and then then you get these kind and motivational words from a customer that may have been a customer for 20 years for us. That's like, hey, you're my go-to. I believe in you, and it just, those kind of things are the things that motivate us to keep moving forward, and we want to say one step forward, two steps back, but really since the fire, it's been 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and we're not knocking down the barriers as they come our way.
Yeah,
well, that's good to hear. Having been through, I live down in here in hurricane territory, and been through some of that, and I mean, frankly, I lived in New Orleans when Hurricane Katrina came through. So, when you have that level of devastation and the house is gone, and there are those moments, Brian, where you're going, how in the world are we going to come out on the other side of this? But
right,
you got to work through all the bull crap. You got to work through the insurance stuff and the construction stuff and the demolition stuff. And in your case, restocking and whatever it may be. Right. But those memories they'll always be there, but it just fades out and you just move on. And then it's all of a sudden, it's like, it's 4 years later, there's a new warehouse, you're up and running, you're cranking, you're selling stuff, and you go, man, that was crazy. But you come out on the other side of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's kind of the deal. It's all about things. And when you're at this point, you realize it's not the things, it's the heart of the Powder Valley team, and that pulls you through, and it's our community support, and that those aren't things. And that's what we need to keep remembering.
Yeah. We have a fantastic VP of marketing that has really been motivational and guiding, keeping us organized and keeping in communication with our community. And, we have a wonderful operations manager that, he's busting his hiney to get things back up and going, and setting all of our communications with their customers too.
In the city of Winfield, they reached out to us within hours of the fire and said, we're here. What do you need? And yesterday they came through big. They have an open space and said, it's yours. If you need to set up your office in a temporary location, here's where you can be. It's just those kind of things that just continue to bless us.
Wow. Yeah. I guess I'm kind of assuming that your house was okay and you didn't have any people, no one was injured in this incident, right?
That's
Correct.
correct.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Like the stuff is stuff and it's a
Right.
big, huge pain in the butt, but luckily the
bigger
important
picture.
stuff wasn't affected.
That's right.
Right. Powder Valley is not that building that's down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's much bigger.
How big was the warehouse?
20,000 square feet.
Wow. Now you get to do a bigger one.
That's right. That's right.
Bigger and better.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, we've got this saying around here that we use all the time, and it's doing right things right 100% of the time. And so everything that we're doing moving forward, our foundation in faith and the Lord our Savior and Him guiding us, and then making sure we keep that at the forefront in how we're handling things is just doing right things right. Mm-hmm. So, yep.
That's great to hear. Well, how can people, if they're listening to this, is there something that they can do to help? I mean, they want to purchase or maybe like gift cards, or I don't know how you guys are working that right now.
Yeah, the biggest thing is, offering prayers for our family, prayers for our staff, uplifting, motivational things that, they can send down the line to offer words of encouragement. And also keeping in mind, we are more than just a reloading superstore. We offer all items for outdoor enthusiasts. Our primary location is here in Kansas, and that was what was destroyed. But we do ship things out of another location, and we do still have quite an offering to be able to satisfy the needs there. So that kind of support, those kind of things would be wonderful. We also have gift cards, but anything, we know that the community's thinking about us. We're thinking about the community, and we're pushing to move forward.
Well, the good thing is reloaders and shooters, they're always needing more stuff. They're going to shoot it up. They're going to keep loading. And I mean, really, if you think about it, reloading, I feel like is having a moment in the last couple of years. It's just hot these days. Even guys without gray hair are reloading, which is a good thing.
Yes, it is a good thing.
It is.
They used to joke that portion of our industry was aging.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the downtime with COVID let some of those younger people see that, hey, this is a good thing.
Oh yeah, and you've got the movement of the long range shooting, NRL hunting, all that. And these are these young guys who are either perhaps vets, perhaps have just gotten into it, and this is like their new cool sport. And to do that and keep up, when you're loading the 6 GT or something kind of a little bit goofy, you're gonna have to get into reloading. So if you guys listening, if you maybe weren't aware of Powder Valley, now you are, and it's a resource for supplies and a lot of other stuff. And these are some of the good guys, family owned company, lots of family owned companies in our world, and another one. So Brian, Noel, thanks for being on with us. Thanks for sharing your story.
Yeah, you bet. It's been great to be on, and for if you want updates on where we're at, you can sign up onto our for email. Mm-hmm. On our website. If you're looking for products and you're willing to wait until we have them back in stock, you can go out there and sign up for a notification of in stock. Sign up on social media, in Facebook or Instagram, and we're putting updates out there all the time on where we're at and what we got going on, and hopefully some fabulous news coming down the pipe here shortly.
Okay, well, good. Yeah, you guys follow them and kind of follow their journey. Support them if you can. And thanks for being on with us, guys. It'll be bigger and better. You'll come out on the other side of the thing, and good luck with that, all of it.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your time.
For sure.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Gun Talk Nation.